Rebel soldier, got a fist ball, I'ma respawn, ever since I'm blessed, They are not him, tell him fess up, I get hella carefree, nothing scared. Me hella reckless, yeah. I next up, right? No, we not the same. Cause see when I look in your iris, you likely to talk but not ready to ride. You do better keeping it quiet. My pen is ignited, my soul is enlightened. I look who I am, but I'm biased. They palette is right, and my drip is a fountain. I'm not like these regular guys. All of that talk is misguided. She like the way I make the tape print, but the way I make the words play is grim. I'm the reaper reaching for the kill switch. The label cut the check like the bladesman. Something sparking where his brain is. The beat is somewhere where they prayers in. Geronimo, the way I make the bass jump with no parachute is tasteless. They likely to run their mouth, but when they see you face to face, they quick with the shape shift. Up through the night, work the grave shift. Batted from the cradle to the grave, bitch. Big mad how they face tense. Look both ways for you catch fade. I'm a nice guy on the inside, still I'm not somebody to be played with. Keep it all the way 1,000. I don't remember how the ground feels. I left the city, I've been browsing. Treading water that they drowning. My head on the swivel, yeah. It's only really my surroundings. They keep it all the way 1,000. I don't remember how the ground feels. I left the city, I've been browsing. Treading water that they drowning. My head on the swivel, yeah. It's only really my surroundings. Can't stop, won't stop. Till I told the world when the glow trap. Then a nigga dope at the stove top. Type of shit they hide in a tube sock. I done skipped town on a new block, but I'm still around, nigga, just not. Better hold it down with a group drop where I kick down for the crowd, a balloon pop. Bet they come around for my moolah. Better run them out of town for they hoopla. Queen, she a hunt like Mulan. Everything the hoes what they were, but they just not. They be right up in your face with the fake stop. They be thinking it's a game, but it's just not. They be thinking we the same, but they subpar. You from drug through the mud when the flood stop, pull up. Hey, I feel amazing. Pyramid scheme, how I play the angle. I send it to your girl, but I make a facelift.
This is your brain on the rich.
Hey, I be hella wild, but you can't tame me. Got the keys to the cradle with no cable. Smelling like basil. Yeah, I got the
Oh, here we go.
What should my name be?
Nostradamus.
Oh, here we go.
I said you're not very athletic.
I beat 2 to 4 people on this podcast in golf. And I could hit 1 of 4 softballs out of the park.
No, there's no possible.
Oh, here we go.
Yesterday, unbeknownst to anyone else in this group, my wife and I went to the New Kids on the Block concert. And I got to see Donnie the Man Wahlberg live.
What is up, fellas?
What an intro.
Donnie
Wahlberg, 1 out of 4 is going to be hitting home runs. I love all these. Nostradamus.
I mean, you don't think that I can hit 1 out of 4?
We got to try it out and see what we do. Hey, dude, we're missing a player this Friday for softball team. Come on down.
I can't.
Yeah, I know you're busy.
Wife's got plans for us, I'm sure. Wife's got plans. So what's going on, fellas? You know, it's been a couple days. Since I seen you, had fun at the golf tournament. You know, I do need to apologize about forgetting my green jacket at home. You know, but hey, man, this is a good time. It's a good time. What'd you think, Tim? It's good for a good cause. What do you think?
Oh my gosh, it was so much fun, especially about us all together and Mac down, and your shirt was, oh gosh, you guys see the pictures online, they're funny as hell. We had a great time, man. I appreciate you guys being part of that, and thank you.
Yeah, I had a good time. What about you, Joel? Did you have fun?
Oh, I had a blast. I will say the best part of the intro is that I was able to use the term unbeknownst in a sentence. I will just put that out.
We don't ever get to hear the intro. We got a new thing going on now where we can hear the intro.
It does.
Yeah, you got to hear it today.
Yeah, we can tell who is the tech guy. That was really skewed towards him, but yeah, the golf tournament was great. I mean, hanging out with you guys and Mac. I mean, is Mac listening? Can he give us an audio check? Can Can we check and make sure?
Let's see. I hadn't seen his any chat come in yet. So we'll see. I don't have it pulled up on my computer. I got.
Hey, Brian. You know, Joe had to leave us a couple holes earlier. He had a prior engagement, and then you had that amazing shot. The shot before that, if you don't recall, remember it was an uphill drive, and Matt got out there and drilled it, and it hit the CEO, the co-founder of Purple Heart. He come up and it's sitting in his lap in the golf cart. I guess it bounced through his golf cart. I don't know if you know about the show, but then he's like, oh, "What are you guys doing?" Well, the green's right there. It was a great tee shot. So instead of we couldn't play it like a live, so I obviously got a free drop off there. And oh boy, hey, Hick number one, he put a shot up there. It was right by there. He's like, "Hey, I don't need Joel giving me lessons. I need you giving me lessons." That's what he told me. That's what he told me. I'm just saying what he said to me.
You didn't
So
have
there's-
to give
what
him
happened,
work, play
Brian?
it like it lies.
There's part of that's true. Part of that's true. Not all of it, but part of it is true. I didn't say that. I mean, I even made you a video. Said, "Hey, I appreciate the coaching and it's missing you out here." You know, we put a video out there on live on Facebook.
I did. For me, I did. I commented on it because Bates said I abandoned y'all. I was like, I didn't abandon you. I had to leave. Just partly true.
Joel, you just got done with surgery 2 weeks ago. We wanted you to putt. You were more than obviously helpful for the team. Thank you so much.
So Joel, why did you have to leave?
So, a guy we served with, he asked me to drive his daughter in the homecoming parade around Lincolnton, and I wish we could put up a picture of the car. Maybe we can share a picture next time. But pretty cool car. Unfortunately, about 200 feet into the parade, it overheated. Broke down right in front of a mechanic shop, thankfully, and pushed it in. Well, coasted in, still there. Talked to the guy today. All the work I've been wanting to get done is getting done. So it couldn't have. I hated it for her because it was everybody outside these Corvettes and Mustang convertibles. They didn't have a cool car like this one, but I was able to get back. The buddy had another convertible, went and got it. He couldn't drive a stick, so I drove it around, and at least that was the least I could do was make it up to him that way.
So you have a buddy that doesn't know how to drive a stick shift?
I do. Claims it's been so long since he drove one. I don't know how you forget to drive a stick. Is that possible?
Not in the Corvette. I don't know.
I was a little skeptical. I'm a skeptic, right? I'm a skeptic.
Oh, you are skeptical. You are very skeptical on a lot of things. A lot of things.
I got my
He was being
notes.
set up.
I got my notes.
You got your notes.
He's prepared for anything.
So of the conspiracy theory people in this group, you are by large the biggest conspiracy theory guy there is. So do you believe that we went to the moon, or don't you?
Let me just say, I'm a skeptic, right? In doing the thousands of hours of research I just did in 2 days. So the definition of a skeptic is not easily convinced, having doubts or reservations. I am a skeptic. I don't know if we did. I don't know if we didn't.
Wait a second, though. You said I would describe you as a conspiracy theory guy. I'm pretty sure you told us we did not go to the moon. You told me in a conversation prior to this podcast that it was filmed out in Arizona or something.
No, I
Now,
never
you
said that. I never said that one time.
Are you
Never.
changing your opinion?
New Mexico.
I'm
New
telling you, I'm a
Mexico.
skeptic. I'm a skeptic.
So you
So
don't
here's
believe
here's
we
a
went to
couple points I want to make. This is
All right, let's hear it.
So 10% of Americans do not believe we landed on the moon, which is there's 330 million Americans. So you think adults. So there's 20 million people out there don't believe we landed on the moon. One of the guys that we love and respect his opinion is Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan is a skeptic. Did a whole podcast about Stanley Kubrick, who directed The Shining and Clockwork Orange. He's a skeptic of the whole moon landing. And here is
Joe Rogan or
Stanley
Joe Rogan or that director?
Stanley Kubrick.
He
We can go about some movies he's done. That's
so
Clockwork Orange.
Andy 38 million is not what I said. Andy was commenting. So
Yeah.
there's some conspiracies are out there that that Stanley Kubrick was hired to film this, and you can go down a rabbit hole real quick and watching all this stuff, but even tying in certain scenes of The Shining into the lunar landing, like the room number was 238 or something like that, and it's 238,000 miles from Earth to the moon and everything. So my final point is, like I just said, it's over 240,000 miles to the moon. There's no way 3 men are getting that far without getting lost and not having anyone to ask directions. This is not going to happen. No GPS, no ways to tell you the traffic.
I like it.
I mean, that's...
He's bantering.
All right, so like I said, you boys may hear yourself real quick if you talk, but I want to share my screen for a second. Actually, you won't hear yourself. You'll be able to see this. All right, so here you go, man. That old boy, he didn't film the space landing, right?
I didn't say he did.
Okay, well,
there are conspiracy out there that he was hired to help film because even Buzz Aldrin says what you saw on TV was not live TV, it was an animation. He claims that today because he says it multiple times. What you saw was not an animation because there's no way they could project live from the moon 240,000 at that time of technology. He said what you saw was an animation. Still claims it to be true today.
I don't know anything about it. I don't know that to be true. Can you share that on your screen? You got that pulled up somewhere so we can look at this thing? I don't know that to be true.
How about I send you the link?
All right, you send me the link. I'll pull it up. See where that is, because I hadn't seen that. So that's the biggest thing, is you saying it's an animation?
No, that's not.
So
I'm just
here we
telling
go.
you, I'm a skeptic, and I told you before, there's no way. There's so many things that have been proven.
I want to answer this question.
Yes.
I want to answer this question real quick. So the question is, if it wasn't fake, then why haven't we went back? We've been to the moon.
I haven't.
And
I
put
never
people
said
on the
that.
moon 6 times. 1969 to 1972, there were 6 trips to the moon that people were put on the moon. Who's got music playing?
I'm pulling up that video that I'm trying to send you.
It's not that music, I promise you.
It's Conan O'Brien show.
Oh.
So Conan O'Brien thinks that we didn't go to the moon?
No, it's Buzz Aldrin. See, this is why I didn't want to do this, because I knew you're gonna spin me around, you're gonna manipulate me around and around and around. That's why I told you. I'm a skeptic.
Well, I mean, okay, you can be a skeptic, but I'm telling you, we went to the moon.
I never said we didn't go back to the moon. You're talking to the wrong person.
No, you did say we didn't land on the moon before. That was the whole reason this thing come up.
That's not what you just said 2 minutes ago. You said, I'm dispelling that we've never been back to the moon. I never said we didn't go back to the moon.
You're saying we didn't go the first time?
I'm not saying we did or we didn't. I
Why
was just saying your point was, well, if we went to the moon, why haven't we went back? Well, I'm smart enough to Google, have we ever been to the moon, and look that we landed from 69 to 72 in the news. That's what I'm saying, is I read that part. So
Yeah, but That was just Stanley Kubrick's Volume 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, that's one. Come on, man. Come on.
Look, if they made the first video, they're making 2 more videos. They just got to keep more people quiet. That's why I'm a skeptic, is because the people that would have to be involved in this and keep quiet for all that time, that's what I kind of concerned about. But other than that, it's like, all right, well, yeah, you said a couple more times, 72. Why wouldn't like some guy like Elon Musk or the dude that owns Bezos be like, hey, dude, I'll debunk this. They got these rockets now that reverse land. Do you know what they talk about, the ships that landed on the moon? I don't know how true it is, but compared to our phone, the computers and them vehicles that they sent up in the 60s, early 70s, our technology from here now, it's a skeptical thing. Like, how in the hell can we do that when we're having trouble 40 years later with the technology we have of just getting ships out of that come out and then just drop and fly on into our planet and not landing anywhere? What other have we landed anywhere else? We have landed on a plane. I get it.
We've landed on Mars. We've built an international space station.
That you drop them on there. They don't have to go back and leave. Have they come back? No, they're just shooting back images. They ain't never leaving.
Matt Damon lived there for like 500 and some days. Grew potatoes.
I'm with the skeptic. I'm just saying there's a lot of skepticism towards it.
Yeah, I'm just a skeptic of it's
Elon,
hard.
Come on,
Here's me.
let's talk about it.
It's hard
Let's
for
go to
me
moon.
to imagine shooting people that far into space. You got to travel 3,300 miles per hour for 3 days, and you're going to execute a reverse landing. It's just hard for me to wrap my mind around.
And again, Elon Musk and Bezos have this technology, and they would spend whatever it would cost. They can barely get into space and have to come back down. Look, if they could do it, it would have been done recently with them dudes.
And then 72, we just stopped traveling that far into space. Humans. We've not been to deep space that far since 72. We haven't been within 100,000 miles of the moon since 72.
What was happening in the 70s?
It was a war. It was a space war to get to the moon.
No, what else was happening in the 70s?
Cold War.
The Vietnam War.
Oh, so that's
the Vietnam War. Then we also changed our focus. We did put up the space station, the Mir space station, which was before the International Space Station, and we also changed our technology from rockets to shuttles.
I got that. Bezos gets up there. He ain't landing on no moon back in the.
Thank you, Mac. Mac gets it. Mac gets it. He knows. He knew what was going on. He knew where we were headed with this thing.
Yeah. We had Vietnam. Wow, that was just took all our resources away.
It didn't take them all away.
Well, guess what? I mean,
Bob coming in with.
We were in World War II with hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people. We developed the atomic bomb, and we're still developing bombs. But yeah, we just going to stop going to the moon in 72. We did it. Planted a flag. Just skeptic. I'm just my personal opinion.
Hey, Barkley said that it's closer than it is from LA to New Orleans because you can see the moon, can't see New Orleans.
See, Barkley knows.
Barkley goddamn knows. That bitch is a long way away.
Yeah, well, I mean, but you did change your mind. We were going to talk about it, and you're like, no, I don't want to debate it. And then you're like, you threw it back on me at the last minute, right?
I said we can talk about it, but I'm not a very good. Here you go. You're construing my word. I said I'm not a very good debater. I can't present a very valid argument on why I don't believe it, other than I'm a skeptic. I can't wrap my mind around all that going and happening without incident.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not going to argue the simple things, the mirror or the shadows and the flag. I'm not getting wrapped around all that. The little details. It's just.
What would Mac say here? You risk a lot to gain a lot. We risk nothing to gain nothing. No need to land on the moon anymore. Why risk anything? That's
yeah.
God dang! Tell him.
Why would you do? Why would you do it again?
Huh?
Yeah.
Look at
Why?
Mac.
Why go there in the first place?
Yeah.
I'm telling
That's
you,
what
some
I'm
of these
talking about.
big billionaires would be willing to do that. I think they could.
Yeah. Well, something else that we were
You don't think a
skeptical
marketing
of.
company would pay billions of dollars to go fly out to the moon and say Ford's the first one that landed a flag in the moon?
I mean, they're going to space now, though. Bezos is doing it now.
Space? Yeah,
Not
I mean,
the moon.
they're not.
landed on the moon.
They're getting nowhere near them. It's 240,000 miles of the moon, and they're going
You're gonna land
15,000
and then make it
miles.
back. You remember
They
that movie
did
you're
it.
talking about? That Mars? They didn't make it back, did they?
Yeah,
Even in the movie.
yeah,
don't
they
make it
did.
back.
They slungshot him. He
Oh.
poked a little hole in his wrist. I mean, I'm sure when Star Wars came out, people believed that. Matt, just stop commenting. Stop. Moon soul images. Okay. How do you know that's real? I mean, you only got these pictures. I mean,
We can make a movie. We can make them. We can.
yeah.
Look, I can show you some edited pictures.
Perception is reality, right?
All right.
If that's the only perception you have of the moon, you're going to think it's real. I'm sure they thought Star Wars was real back in the day.
But you went from full-fledged conspiracy to skeptic.
True. Yes.
Okay. All right. That's
Well,
all
I wouldn't say I was full. You asked me if I believe we landed on the moon. I said no. Now I'm coming back saying I don't know. It could be yes or no.
Okay.
I wasn't ever like full blown
Okay.
conspiracy like I am with 9/11 and some other stuff.
Oh, wait, so we got to get to that one
We'll
next
be done a lot
episode.
next week. Andy did ask. He asked if we could do the Oklahoma City bombing next week. It would take me a while to do some research on that one.
I liked your fight this week way more than the Vegas fight.
I'm still set on that one.
Yeah,
I mean, we were on the golf course.
I'm with you in the
500
movie.
yards. My argument there is it was not just one person doing it. That was what I wanted to get across in that. It wasn't that dude, and it wasn't just one guy inflicting that damage.
Yeah, I think you were the only one.
Mac, just stop.
believe
Mac,
that.
you're not
Yeah,
helping me.
how do we mute somebody from our message? Someone
Yes.
uploads. Mac.
All right. So
See, I knew this is why I didn't want to talk about it, because you skew everything and get me all worked up. I got to go take some blood pressure medicine.
well, I figured since you're worked up, we might as well talk about the football pool this week. All right? I mean, I think we might as well talk about the football pool this week.
I'm still a little upset about that, too.
Oh, I'm glad. We're going to talk about it. All right.
And it's not for the reason you think it is.
I got a video chirped up whenever you guys want me to pull it up.
Oh, let's look at the standings real quick here.
And then can I pull up a video? I got a video
Absolutely.
for you, so if you want.
Absolutely.
All right.
Can you guys see that?
Yep.
Let's see here. Where are we at? This is the overall. Timmy, you're still beating us. Mac is tied with you. Andy's beating both of you. And then you got Adam and Todd.
Yep.
And you come down and me and Joel are game back.
You guys bottom dwellers down there.
But come on. You're one game up on us.
Yeah. That's all
You're
I
one
need.
game up on us. So all right, Timmy, let's see your video. What you got?
Hold on. Let me see how I can share this real quick. Da-da-da-da.
While he's pulling that up, I just want to pull up our group chat pick'em league. We got how many people are in there? 20?
Yeah.
20? And one person said congratulations, Joel. One person. Andy Spalla, my boy Blue. Everybody else but her in the league
Look, I ain't never congratulated
Oh, hold
nobody
on a
that's taking
second.
money from me. Never.
second.
Congratulations. I
Now
don't do that.
here's the thing. I didn't say congratulations because your whole collusion the night before. Right?
You
remember that?
admitted to it. You admitted to colluding.
Tell me what the definition of collusion is. What is collusion in your mind? What is
My
collusion?
definition
Yeah.
is when you're in a fantasy football league and you're giving tips to to other people you shouldn't be giving to. That's
You want
collusion.
to read it? It's
Yeah.
scrolling across the bottom of your screen. It's scrolling. What is the definition of collusion?
Secret cooperation or conspiracy. That's exactly what you did.
Especially in order.
To cheat or deceive others.
Okay.
Cheat others. That's the key term.
Cheat others.
Yes.
All right. So how is that in secret? How is
In
that
secret, yes.
deceiving? Or how is that cheating? I can pull up the rules of our league real quick.
It's kind of like insider information on the stock exchange, right? You were giving information, inside information to other people's. Yeah, okay. So if it's Lonnie Christenberry with that opportunity, you calling him, telling him, Matt Craig? No,
I didn't call anybody. I didn't call anybody.
You gave advice
Who did I
to two
call?
people. You gave advice to two people.
I gave gambling advice to two people. I gave
Yes.
gambling advice.
Yeah.
I gave gambling advice. I said, James said, no, listen James said.
I've moved on from this. Can we stop? Seriously.
No.
I mean, you admitted
You see the
on
definition
text
of
message.
counsel. After you see the definition of counsel, a mutual exchange of ideas.
I don't get to share my video.
Yeah, you can share your video. Let's see your video.
How do I do it? I just hit this share screen right here.
Hit the share screen.
All right, I hit share. Do you have to
Brian, if
accept
you
it?
would ever watch,
Hold on, let me cut you on, Timmy. All right, you got it. Timmy, you didn't share the audio. I can't hear your audio. When you share the screen, you have to share audio, buddy. Here, I can kick it out.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. It's new. It's new software.
Yeah, it didn't ask to share basically, he's saying, remember, it's collusion.
it's collusion. Watch the show. It makes this whole lot more funnier if you would watch the show and know what we're talking about.
I know that there was no collusion.
It's 1,000% collusion. It's whatever.
There's no collusion.
Yes, there is collusion.
Where is there collusion? When giving someone gambling advice, how is that collusion?
So
let me
if
take
you're at
it
a
one
Texas
step
Hold'em
farther.
table, let's say there's a Texas Hold'em table, and
Yep.
there's 6 of you playing, and there's 3
Yep.
left. And you
Yep.
give the guy, you were just playing, you folded, and you look at the other person and says, hey, I had this and this, so this is probably what you should play. That's
not the same thing.
Well,
The
I
same
know
thing.
it's not the same thing.
Yeah.
It's not the same thing.
It's nowhere near the same thing.
I understand.
So
Now,
it would be more like a blackjack table if I said, "Hey, man, I wouldn't hit that because the dealer's showing a 16, and you've got a 4. Why would you hit that?"
Okay. All right. Let's
Yeah,
play.
but you're playing against the house. Y'all have a common enemy.
All right. Week 12. You and Michelle are both at 12 wins, and there's 4 people on your 11 wins. Are you
Yes.
not colluding together to say, "Hey, I'm picking the Giants. I'm picking the Cowboys. So no matter what, we win this week." That's what he's talking about as far as collusion. There is. You just like you said, you had 2 picks.
That is a lot closer of a chance of collusion. I would say that's very. If there's
Well,
one
that's
game
strategy
left,
throughout the year. Is it not strategy throughout the year?
no, because if there's 14 games played a week, right? 14 games a week. 3 potential outcomes. That means of those 14 games, 3 potential outcomes, a win, loss, or tie. That's like 392 possible combinations, right? You can talk to whoever you want, but chances are you're not going to get that 392,
All right.
right?
So
And then if you say just win and loss, there's still 91 different combinations.
all right, I'm gonna set the scene real quick. I was up 1 game in our fantasy pool. I was tied with another guy. There was a bunch of people with 1 game below. So I Brian texts this to our group. Michelle is looking for a Las Vegas win and a 43 to 49 points. And I said, come on, Brian. You told her to change that pick. LOL. You said, I sure did. I told James as well. Collusion, full blown.
What is
I most
secret
certainly
or
would've.
illegal cooperation about that? What is secret or illegal cooperation about that?
Because
I had no skin in
Cooperating
the
with-
fight. I was like in 7th or 8th place.
oh,
No, I did ask Joel. I said, "Did you tell Brian your pick?" I said, "If you didn't, then it's really not collusion." Now he could guess what your pick was.
he's
but
got
Joel, you
the.
Right.
I
No,
was
you
really,
can't-
I was really not upset
Brian, you can't
because
see
I
the end of
knew
the
I
picks,
was going
right?
to win. I knew the Chiefs were going to win.
It didn't matter, and you're going to go over.
Right.
But
The Chiefs
then I
won.
said, watch the league, husband and wife in fantasy together, collusion, great series, LOL. You said yes, it is collusion, and you knew it when you joined. I play 2 cards a week. All you need is a second email address.
I told you could play 2 cards a week.
You said that. Didn't say that.
Let me look and see what I said. I said I also offered you your money back that same night.
Don't do that.
And I didn't get my money back till the next morning.
Yo,
Did I not offer you money back that night? Did I not? Because there was nothing illegal.
You didn't pay up.
There was nothing
Brian.
illegal or
It is.
secretive about it. It's not collusion. It's not
It
the
is.
definition of collusion.
It
It
is.
wasn't.
It is.
Wrong.
Whatever.
when we doing trivia, because we want to
Yeah.
talk about collusion, let's do some collusion.
I had moved on from the whole collusion before.
All right, here we go. You ready for some trivia?
Sure.
We don't even know what is the topic, by the way.
Well,
It's general
now that-
knowledge.
Mac, you want to tell them the topic?
I took off the chat.
Oh,
need
you
to
took
tell
off the
them-
chat?
You need to tell them not
Yeah.
to say the answer.
Yeah. Also, don't put your messages or your answers in the chat until these guys answer. Let these guys get their answers
I went full
first.
screen. Go full screen.
I am full screen, but it still pops up with the.
Oh, mine don't. Yeah.
Oh, what are you talking about?
The chat.
Oh,
don't
when
show up.
they say something, that's me cutting it on when they say something. And here, Mac is giving you the. See, I cut this on and off.
State capitals. Oh,
State
no.
capitals. Yes.
Can we do abbreviations?
No. You have
Uh,
to spell
do-
them correctly too.
well, I'm gonna need
Golly.
1 seconds for New Mexico, just so I'm saying. Hope that's
What
on
is-
there.
What is New Mexico's?
Yeah, we didn't start the trivia yet.
Oh, okay. All right. Here we go. Question number 1. What is the state capital, or what is the capital of Kentucky? Kentucky. Y'all don't be looking on your phones either. I
I'm
want
not.
you to write.
This is me.
All right.
I
Let's
don't
see
even
what you
know.
got. What you got?
Franklin.
Oh, Louisville. No, you both are wrong. Frankfort.
Frankfurt.
So close. So
He was
close.
closer. He was closer.
All right.
Andy, stop.
I did that. I showed it after y'all answered.
All right.
All right. What is the capital of North Dakota? North Dakota. Oh, this is so much fun. I didn't have to come up with this topic.
I don't even know a town in North Dakota.
I've been there.
Gotta write something, Joel.
I only know one. It's the name of a rapper too.
What is it?
Bismarck.
Bismarck.
Bismarck. Yeah.
Bismarcky.
Bismarck.
Boom! You got it. You guys got
Yeah,
it.
we both
That's exactly what it was.
Bismarck.
That's literally the only one I know.
All right. What is the capital of Montana? What is the capital of Montana?
Oh my word.
Gotta spell it right too, don't we? After Kentucky. Damn it.
Is that one L or 2 L's? You would go pick the most random Midwest.
That's northwest, way up.
That was, I mean,
I had
Did
Selena.
you get it?
I had Selena. You
Oh,
got it.
you got
Selena.
it, Joe. Joe got it.
so I will say this. I know it's not part of trivia, but my kids used to have to memorize the song. Like, you say the capital and then the state. Alabama. So I've been going through the song. So
Okay.
Sounds like collusion to me. Did you know
It
the
does. It
questions
is
before
collusion.
today?
I did.
All right, here we
Yes,
go.
he
You
told
didn't
me.
teach me the song.
What is the capital of Oregon? What is the capital of Oregon?
Oregon.
And you know, Andy does answer these questions, but he also has his phone right in front of
He
him.
does.
So we
Yeah,
don't
he
know.
does. He does.
We don't know if he really knows all these or not. All right, you ready? Let's show
Shot,
what you
shot
got.
in the dark here.
What'd you put?
Portland.
Portland and Salem. I don't. It is Salem. It is
Yes.
Salem.
Yeah, he's got that song stuck in his head.
Yeah, he took 2 of them. He's up 2 on you now.
He's too close to Selena, which I picked last.
Selena. Eugene.
Andy
Carolina.
Andy was wrong. Maybe he's not cheating, or maybe he did that on purpose. We'll never know.
It's a setup.
It could be. All right. What is the capital of Virginia? Just right up the road, boys. You boys should know that. What you got? Richmond? Richmond. Yeah, it is Richmond. Joel's got that one. All right, so Joel's still up 2.
He's going through the song in his head every time. It's not fair.
I don't know the song. I never heard of it. What is the capital of New Hampshire? What is the capital of New Hampshire?
New Hampshire.
Been there too.
I mean, Timmy, you should get this one.
Because you're a Yankee.
I've been there.
Are you still writing or Googling?
No, I'm done. No, I was thinking
What'd you put?
nothing.
You didn't put anything? Oh, he is correct
Yeah.
again. He is smoking. I don't think there's any opportunity for you to come back on this one.
Probably not.
All right, here we go. What is the capital of California?
I don't. It's the spelling absolutely. Can't.
You missed it earlier.
Well, he didn't have the right town earlier. He said Franklin. It was
Yes.
Frankfurt.
Yeah.
All right, let's see him. What you got? What'd you put, Joel? Oh,
Same
and
thing.
Timmy. Y'all both got it right. Sacramento. Yep.
It's a pretty good category, though. I'd say.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I think so. All right. So here's your last 2, or
Yeah,
your last one.
got
I'm
2
sorry,
left.
last one. So Joel's already won, but we're still gonna play the last question. What is the capital of Illinois? What is the capital of Illinois?
Golly.
I'll tell you what it is, but I'm not going to show you what it is. Can we go?
Yeah, I'm
It's
driving.
Champagne, but my answer is Ann Arbor. Go blue.
Actually, Timmy, you're wrong.
No.
What'd you have, Joel?
I couldn't get that far in the song.
It's Springfield, Timmy. It's not Champaign. It's
Ann Arbor. Go
Springfield.
blue. I'm thinking of college towns. Illinois is there.
All right. And the winner, the trophy goes to Joel.
Here you go, Timmy.
Joel.
There we go.
Go
Go
again.
blue. Big game this week. Big game.
That's a big week for college football.
All right.
Hey, what do you guys, real quick, what do you think about Bama, Tennessee? What you got? What you got, Brian?
Is it collusion if I talk to you about it?
What's up?
So you ain't got to pick until after the game.
Just messing with you, Joel. I'm messing with you, buddy.
We're not friends. We're not friends for
good.
the next 24 minutes. No.
Okay.
I might
All right.
make my words of wisdom about you.
All right. I hope Alabama loses. I do. I do hope they lose.
We'll see.
We'll see.
I mean, is the quarterback playing for Alabama?
Oh, I don't know.
Joe?
Let me look.
So we're getting ready to do the TikToks of the week.
Yeah. Did you send one in, Timmy?
I did.
He did.
It's hard to
Mac-
top last week's, that's for sure.
Max
So
sent one in too.
I will say it said Bryce Young is hopeful to play.
Mac,
That's tough. They're playing during the day, though, aren't they? Like a 3:30 game? In Knoxville, right? Or did they flex that to late at night?
hopeful. He's hopeful to play.
Let me see. It is a 3:30 game in Knoxville.
Joe, you watched last week. We didn't talk about that in here, but Tennessee went down to LSU, who's ranked, and that whole crowd was in orange. And I'm like, it came in too damn.
Yeah. Oh, you muted.
Background for us.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to cut you off. All right, so we'll play our TikToks of the week, and then I'll just be quiet, let them play, and then we'll ask these guys on watching which ones they like the best, which one they like the best of the three.
No random order. That's got to be Max.
Were you pointing directly at it? I thought you knew what you're doing.
Golf is the greatest sport of all time. Of all time, dude. Recently with work, I work with a bunch of old men and they got me into golfing and I was like, who wants to go out there and smack sticks and smoke? It's stupid. It's a whole white man sport. I'm addicted. I am wholeheartedly. I should have never tried to go play college football. I should have never tried college football. I should have been swinging a golf club since I was a kid. There is something just, about a sport that you're so bad at. I'm so bad at golf. But all it takes is for me to hit one half decent shot, and I'm pretty sure people mistake me for Tiger Woods. Hey, there's Tiger. I'm like, no, sir, it's just me. It's just Malik. It's not Tiger. Yo, the other day I golfed. I hit one of my best drives. I've been working on my game a little bit. I'm trying to make it to the tour. I hit a nice drive on my 18th hole. You couldn't have told me nothing. For most people, you don't grow up swinging a golf club. Like, nobody's like, yo, you want to hang out after school? Let's go golf. You'd be like, you're a weirdo. But now I'm getting older. I got a job. You know what I'm saying? I got a family. I was like, let me just try to go out there and golf. Greatest sport of all. It is the greatest sport of all time. It's the greatest, most frustrating, most beautiful thing I've ever experienced in my life. And I can't wait to just. I'm about to go play right now, actually.
That was good.
Dallas County school bus driver is now under investigation tonight after she dropped off dozens of kids 10 blocks from their school.
Who would drop off 40 kids and just say, here, walk?
Me, I would, and clearly I did.
Family members fuming after a bus driver leaves dozens of children stranded a long way from school.
Okay, so the kids all walk to school.
The excuse she gave and the punishment she's now facing.
Suddenly, the driver forced the kids to evacuate. One of those kids could have got hit by a car. One of those kids could have got abducted.
Susanna, shut the fuck up! Why your crew member, why are you over there talking to her? This live? Why they over there talking to her? She don't even have kids, so she shouldn't have anything to say. She works at V-Life Strip Club. The sun coming out too bright, so I'm about to go in a little bit. I just wanted to come on here and let y'all know my side of the story. Them kids too big and too bad. And that's it.
All right, fellas. Well, I mean, Timmy, you're still muted. I can see you laughing, but you're still muted. I can't hear you.
Trying to be unbiased.
So, looks like we got 6 people watching right now. So, we just need a couple votes. You know,
Matt can't vote if he submitted a vote. Just so you know, I better know which one's his though.
Okay, just honestly, Mac did.
Joe. Oh,
he did. Mac
that
didn't
was
send
for
one.
Mac.
That was Mac taking that video of us at the golf tournament. So Mac said he's going with number 2, but number 3 is pretty dang good. Let's see here. See, there it is. What do you think,
So,
Andy? You still watching?
So did you hear
Which one
about
you think, Andy?
Mac hitting?
Oh, Adam says number 2. Oh, that's 2 votes for number 2.
Adam Sides, man. Adam Sides.
Yeah, oh Adam, good old boy. Who else? Anybody else? Andy was.
Joel, did you hear about Galena getting hit with a ball by Mac?
That was your first story when we first started the
Yeah,
show.
about that. A minute ago.
Memory slipping on you there, buddy. Them CBD pills are good.
I wish I could have seen that. I wish I could have seen that though. Yeah, you got a Happy Gilmore play it as it lies, right? I mean,
So that's exactly what I said. Play it as it lies. So, all right, Joel, looks like you won, buddy. Again, number 2.
Yeah, 2. That was funny.
Yeah, he's won 2 weeks in a row.
No, he hasn't. He didn't win last week. Wait. He didn't win last week.
Didn't he win the TikTok?
No.
No, oh, okay, that's right. You won both. You cleaned house last week.
And hearts and minds, I won.
Well, no, you won. He won the football pool and he won the challenge this week, the TikTok challenge and trivia this week. So he cleaned up this week.
He sure did.
He turned the game back on this week.
Last week I won trivia and I won the TikTok challenge.
Yep, that's right. So
I got a blanket though.
Yeah,
I hate that.
That's because you're sleeping with it at night.
I was given a Donnie Wahlberg. Yeah, sleeping on the couch. So that's scary.
So if you I need
sorry, I didn't mean to cut you
go
off.
ahead. You good?
What I was gonna say is I saw that video and I was like, that is literally all of us. Like, man, I hate this. Oh, good shot. Yes, I mean, you know, that's why I enjoy playing Captain's Choice. You know, because it doesn't. As long as you get one good shot, you know, the whole group's happy. So, we'll see Brian hit an impressive, what, about 42-foot putt. I mean,
yeah, that was nice.
Yeah, it was really,
I did.
Yeah.
So Timmy, you got a race tomorrow. I just dropped your link in the chat. What are you doing tomorrow?
It's a road course, so it's gonna be rough for me. It's a long Spanish name, but it's basically we call it Interlagos.
You can read it. I put it on the bottom of the screen for you.
No, I'm gonna say Interlagos is the track. We call it. No, Interlagos.
No, you don't want to read that to us.
No.
Okay.
Autodromo Jose Carlos Paz. He was a famous F1 driver, but anyways, an F1 course. We ran the Indy cars. It runs pretty well, so I'm just not gonna be good at it. This is gonna be fun. Lots of turns, lots of right turns.
Good. Well, links in the chat.
Appreciate it.
So people can copy that and save it and come check you out tomorrow and see watch you race. But so we had a couple other things. Did y'all want to talk about the guard thing, or do you want to do words of wisdom? I mean, looks like we've been going about 49 minutes. I think we marked everything off from there except the National Guard shortage.
I have one question for our listeners. Andy Spalla, you got your order yet? What's the deal? What's the deal? We need a weekly update. Has your stuff been improved?
We should just do a whole segment on
just
on
Andy.
I mean, I know John Hearn he commented, "You listening? Where's my boy's paperwork? Can the boy get some paperwork? Can we get an update?"
Oh, yeah, we do have an update.
No,
there's your update.
Nope.
Nope. No.
Do you even
well,
the
then I guess we
status
could
of
talk
it?
about the guard shortage if they don't want. I mean, it's up to you guys. What do you want to do?
I mean, we saw this problem coming a long time ago, though, right? I mean, with not just
a lot of leadership leaving.
Right. I mean, the continuous from 01, 03 to to now, the constant rotations. I mean, it's hard on these citizen soldiers, really is. I mean, a lot of them they have to work, so they have an employer or they own their own business. So it's a lot on them. A lot is asked, right? So
absolutely. Well, so I just want you to look at the top line of this article, and this was written on September the 20th, right? And it tells you that the National Guard is expected to miss its recruiting goal by 9,000. 9,000. All right. Look what happens a week later. U.S. Army misses its recruiting goal by 15,000.
He was giving the estimate. The numbers came later.
The Army and the National Guard, and we know the number's a lot higher than that. That's a straight up lie.
Yeah.
For years we cooked the books. I mean, I cooked the books for the National Guard for a number of years. That was my whole job. Was to cook the books. So,
are they still requiring the shot to come, or the vaccine to come in though?
Well, it says
I know that's not the biggest issue, but I mean, you can't get student loan. You can't use that as a recruiting base anymore. It's like, hey, we'll forgive your student loan. Well, no shit. I can just sit around at the house and get my student loan forgiven. I mean, right?
It said in that article, and I don't know how true this is, and Andy's watching, and Adam's watching, and John Hearn's watching, so maybe one of them will chime in. But this article says not a single soldier from the Army National Guard has been discharged for not getting the COVID vaccine. So don't know if that's true. I know that they were telling them they couldn't come to drill, and they weren't paying them.
I don't think they can re-enlist. They can't re-enlist. They're barred? Is that? I don't know.
I think barred. I think they were barred.
Well, and you're not going to re-enlist, so okay. Then you lose a guy that's been trained for 14 years. You lose that leadership too. So.
Yeah. Well, the other thing they talked about was bringing back the GREP program in one of these articles. Yes. They're talking
about people went to prison for that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like hard prison.
Yes. The article I read about it, there were soldiers that committed suicide because of the GREP program.
There was some dirty players in that GREP program. Holy cow.
Yeah. I mean, I know a couple people that got caught up in that whole CID investigating where they wouldn't normally have jurisdiction. Man, it was crazy.
They were coming for lots of money too.
Yeah. So I'm not sure. Yeah, they would charge them, and then they would turn the case over to a local DA, and then the local DA would charge somebody, and it's like, it was shady as hell, man. It was shady because a lot of those guys really didn't do anything wrong. Now, don't get me wrong. Some of them.
Oh, there was some that was doing. I've seen it. There was some that were doing really, really bad.
Yeah. Some made some bank off of it, but.
We had a guy in Lincolnton that was like his full-time job. He took on was G-rapping people.
Dude,
he was like his own recruiter, just going around and just getting referrals and turning them in. I mean, that was like $2,000 a pop. They ship.
This is referral bonuses, what I used to do with Uber. Holy cow!
I mean, he was making.
The problem was there was some recruiter. That's where they got shady. Recruiters couldn't make any money off it. but they could give somebody a lead for somebody else, and that guy gets it, and then they split the money. That's where a lot of that legal stuff came in.
Well, why do you think they're having such trouble? I mean, I have my idea of why.
I just told you there's no student loan. We just got done with how long? Afghanistan, Iraq, things like that. Your student loans forgiven. Pays pretty good. Unemployment's high.
Well, I mean, here, my personal opinion is, over the years, the sense of patriotism is diminished, right? You join there's so many incentives to join, you're losing the benefit of those incentives. But if you think of, people join the Marines just to be a Marine, they want to earn that title. But, these other services, they're not able to cater as much as they used to because we're losing those patriots like we had in World War II. You think people are lying about their age and their height and jumping on ships just to go fight. We don't have that sense of patriotism and that we had before, and you're seeing it trickle over generations. Is my opinion. Is people? Everybody thinks you're going to join the service and your kid's going to die. I can't. We're becoming.
I would say. I think that's part of it. That's a big part of it. But I think the other part is goes back to that whole you go woke, you go broke kind of deal, right? Like, I'll never forget sitting in a briefing once, and they were telling us, well, we don't have enough female sergeant majors in the organization. And so this was, 2012, 2013, something along those lines. And women had only allowed to be in the combat arms for less than a year. So when you have an entire portion of the force that can't get promoted in these positions because they're combat arms, they weren't allowed to be in those types of units. You're not, of course it's going to be disproportionate. And secondly, you got to be a little messed up in the head to be in combat arms. Andy's telling me it's 2016. Thank you, Andy. I knew it was somewhere around there. 2016. So, that's a 10 to 15, 20-year fix. I mean, how long does it take to become a sergeant major in the Army? You ain't going to do it in less than 15 years for sure. So you have to let these people come up through the ranks to be in those types of positions. You can't just, hey, I'm going to take this maintenance or human resources sergeant major and I'm going to stick you in an infantry unit and expect you to lead men onto the battlefield, men and women. How's that going to work, buddy?
Not well.
It's not.
How's it going? It doesn't.
Well, I mean, you think?
Well, that's retention. Are we talking recruiting? Or are we talking retention?
Well, it's both. It's both. Right? Like, if I'm deliberately
when you came in, when you joined the Army, Brian, when you came in, when you enlisted, did you think about the leadership you were going to do later on in the Army?
No, I did not.
I didn't either. I came in because, look, there's student loans from college, and then I love my country. But that's why I stayed. But I learned to love my country more. Yes, absolutely. That's retention.
Yeah, but that's still. Why do you have to recruit so many? Because you're not retaining enough, right? No, that recruiting mission goes up because you're not retaining enough. Why are you not retaining enough? Because people are tired of your bullshit. I mean, that's just the bottom line. People are tired of it. Like, you shove this
in leadership positions ain't ready for leadership positions. You fast forward the program, they're not ready for it. And then...
Yeah. Max says that Tim joined so he could get a hot meal. I mean,
a hot good meal.
Hot good meal.
I went to basic training. I was like, man, this is the best food I've ever had in my life.
No.
Me. I was like, I'll take yours. Joel's next to me. I was like, give me yours too. Oh man, this is good stuff.
Y'all didn't go to basic training together.
No, I'm saying if he was and he didn't like.
Oh, you'd have took his cornbread. Yeah. Oh, so you'd have bullied Joel.
I'd have gave it. I'll tell you, the first meal I remember ever in the Army is literally. You go to reception. I had to shave. I had a cool stash. Got to shave. We went, and it was corn. It was what do they call it? Shit on a shingle, corned beef and gravy.
Good stuff.
And
I
I
love
was
that.
like, oh my God, what did I do? I can't eat it.
Brian, see, I was the opposite. So I got there, it's like, what's this stuff coming off? And they're like, that's the steam. I was like, this is hot. Throw that stuff up.
I was like, what did I do? What did
heaven.
I do? Well, back to Brian's point, I think we can all agree that right now in America, there's been attack on masculinity, right? Being masculine is frowned upon these days. You know, when you to win wars, you know, that's our goal, is to make the enemy die for their country, not ours. But you need masculine dudes that are going to charge that hill and, you know, sacrifice, and you're not going to get it from some.
Oh, absolutely. Who's the first person a feminist calls whenever they get punched in the face?
Yeah.
It's
A
not
damn
just even
masculine
that.
cop.
Okay, you're in a line. You know,
And takes
the
it
female
best.
gets killed, and then what's the rest of the guys? They feel sorry, and it really ruins morale too.
Yeah.
60 days in.
So
Y'all,
All right.
I'll give you one recommendation for a movie. If anybody's, I watched it the other day, and everybody needs to watch it. It's an awesome movie. Bet you never heard of it. It's called the Greatest Beer Run Ever.
I watched it.
It
It's
is
good. It's
awesome.
really good.
Oh my gosh, it's
And it
so
gives
good.
real shit goddamn.
It
Vietnam
does,
stuff.
and it's
What are you
I mean,
doing here? It's like,
so Brian,
comes
it's
off as
literally.
it's pretty good.
It's about a set of friends from New York during the Vietnam War. A bunch
Based
of them
off
get
true story.
drafted. They are all drinking buddies, and he's just like, "Hey, I can't do anything to support them. I'm gonna take them some beer." So literally,
Who's the bartender? He
Bill
tells me,
Murray.
He's like, you ain't done shit. And he's like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take him a beer. The
Yeah.
next day they're like, come on, we know you say it all the time. You say it all the time. He's like, I'm leaving.
yeah. So it's
Y'all
in
want to
my
see the trailer?
top
I mean, I can show the
10
trailer.
underrated movies of all time.
It's pretty good. It's really good.
It
I
is
like
good.
it.
Here, let's see here. Let's see if I can get this trailer to show. Hold on.
We do a movie review.
That'd be my words of
Branched
wisdom.
off.
All
I
right.
like it.
If you
There you go.
if you can't do anything, take your buddy in need of beer.
Are you ready? What are we doing? We're gonna run for our lives.
I assume what you did, Joel, shake your head. Just okay.
We're halfway home.
All right.
Halfway? I'm Chicky Donahue, and I am not supposed to be in Vietnam.
Hey, get your ass out of bed, you lazy bum. Look at you, sleeping your life away.
Look at these scumbags.
Hey, you're embarrassing yourself and you're embarrassing your family.
Do these protesters not know that our soldiers see that on TV? I'd like to go over to Vietnam, track down all the boys in the neighborhood, and give them a beer.
I could do that.
Do what?
Bring him beer.
He's not serious. He's hammered. Look at him.
The man's stone sober. That's his fifth beer, maybe, tops.
I'm going to Vietnam, and I'm bringing a beer.
All right.
Hey, Chief, no chance you have a ship heading to Vietnam.
1,700 hours.
Tonight? It's not gonna be easy.
But I'm gonna show them that this country is still behind them.
You're gonna get yourself killed over there.
It's like you said, everyone's doing something. I'm doing nothing.
Smuggling beer into a war zone, that's not the smartest thing I've ever heard of. It's certainly not the worst either.
All right. So that's
It's good.
that is what's his face? Russell Crowe.
Yeah, Russell
Yeah,
Crowe,
yeah, yep.
Zach Efron, Bill Murray. It's
Who's
it's a
the
really
CIA?
good
John
movie.
Hamm's in it. John Hamm, if you fast forward far, he's like a CIA agent.
Okay.
It's good.
All right. I haven't seen it, so. So what is those words of wisdom you got there, big boy?
Gotta be something about collusion.
No, it's not. So I know I talked previously, if anyone remembers, about being a parent, and if you don't have a will or a estate or a trust set up for your kids or anyone, whatever your plans are after your death, I highly recommend you all do that. and I want to add this part. Please, whatever your wishes or intentions are, communicate that ahead of time. Don't just put it in a packet and leave it that when they die, someone is the first time they've seen this. Make sure it's communicated and understood. That way, if a certain someone is the executor of this will, they're not made out to be the bad person when things go awry. That conversation of your assets or anything you're leaving behind or splitting or not splitting, make sure that's communicated. Don't leave that on someone else to be made out to be the bad person, if that makes sense, right? Because you all know if there's money involved, assets, it can get ugly with kids, siblings, relatives. Do that person a favor that you're putting that much trust in, to communicate to everyone involved that, hey, this is my intentions when I pass away, and this is why. Okay, so have everything set up. Make sure it's clearly communicated to all parties involved.
There you go. That's a good one. So I like your shirt you're wearing. That's another podcast, right?
Yeah. So I have a buddy I went to elementary school with. His kids go to school with Sean Powell. I know we've all met Sean. He has a podcast. It's about bourbon. It's called A Good Old Fashioned Podcast. So it's him and another guy talking about bourbon for the most part. And he sent me this shirt. It's a medium, by the way. That's how much weight I've lost. So
you have lost.
Just kidding. But yeah, he sent me this shirt. I didn't even know it was coming. He sent me a text. Hey, make sure you check your mailbox. And there it was. So I figured I'd ref it. So Davey Green, appreciate the shirt, and I plan on listening.
Cool.
So.
All right. Well, fellas, I think that'll wrap us up tonight. Timmy, good luck in the race tomorrow. The link is in the chat box. So you guys can check Timmy out in his race, and we'll holler at you boys next week.
Hey, Brian, thank you with all the work with the software. I think this is,
Love it.
I mean, to be able to see live chats, and tell people to be quiet, that's pretty good.
I'll figure out the audio on my part too of this video.
I mean, this is great.
I'm sharing the video.
Thanks for all the work behind